You got to understand this. There are 10 levels of emotionality that a woman should go through if your ice is working effectively. And it doesn't take long to go through these different emotional phases. These are the 10 emotional phases that women go through when you put them on ice properly. When you properly put a woman on ice, when the situation demands it and the situation requires it, there are 10 different emotional phases you're looking for. The first emotional phase that she goes through is innocence. I didn't even do nothing. I didn't even do nothing. You're not talking to me for nothing? What did I do? You're just making a big deal out of nothing. You won't even talk to me about it. You won't even talk to me about it. You treat me like I did something. I ain't do anything. I'm a good woman. I'm a good one. I'm a good girl. I don't do nothing. What do? Nothing. Don't even respond. It's either going to come in a text or a voicemail. Don't even respond. It's probably going to come in a voicemail because you got a block and she can't text you. If you're going to get in your feelings when you hear the things she's saying, don't do this. You got to be completely in control of your emotions. But I listen to all the stuff. As I go through these phases, I'm going to tell you some of the things that are said. And I'm going to tell you this is more ammunition that you have to make her work even harder if you decide to let her stay on the team. If you decide to let her stay on the team. Now, the innocence. She ain't did nothing. Why you putting her on ice? You making a big deal out of nothing. You all in your feelings. That's the one that might get you. If you ain't on top of your emotions, the one that might make you feel like responding is that you all in your feelings. You being emotional like a woman. I thought I was the woman. You're going to hear all kind of things where she trying to pull you back into talking to her. But you got to stand your ground, homie. Ice only works if you keep the freezer closed. If you want to freeze something in your freezer, put it in the freezer, but leave the door open and see how well that goes. Put it in the freezer and unplug the refrigerator and see how well it goes, man. The second one is this. Manipulation accusations. You're so manipulative. You trying to control me. You trying to manipulate me into doing what you want me to do. You're a manipulator. That's all you are. Pimps ain't never pimps so worthless. You trying to manipulate me. You trying to control my mind. I feel it. You trying to control my mind. I feel it. You're low down. You want to control me and take me out of my headspace. You want me to be a robot. You try to manipulate me into being a robot. The third phase is I can get any man I want. I can get any man I want. Men always chase me. Men always in my face. Men always trying to get with me. When I go outside, I turn heads every time I go around. I turn heads every time I go into a place. Everybody want me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want me. See? Everybody want me. You see her acting like this with me, I can get any man I want. Then, she's trying to come to her senses a little bit. Like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. All the while she's saying these things, she's still wondering if you're going to ever talk to her again. And she's struggling. She's stressing with it. But this is what she wants because she's trying to get you to respond to her. Then the next one is, I don't care if you don't call me. Who are you? You know how fine I am? You know how much I got going for myself? I'm a catch. I'm a quality woman. I'm a catch. Now, a lot of these things, she's only telling herself this because you're even dealing with her and knowing what kind of man you are. She just knows that she's a higher quality woman than the average woman. So she's spewing this stuff back to you, but she's saying this to remind you of who she is, hoping that if she reminds you of the quote unquote quality woman she is, that you'll give in and talk to her. But you know what? You got to stick to it, man. You got to keep rolling because this is the thing. When you put a woman on ice, you have no intention. Your mind is you have the mindset that you have no intention on dealing with her again. You have no intention on, and this is the thing. If while you got on ice, she stopped communicating with you, okay, it's done. You never call a woman back after you put her on ice. That's beta male, simp man, Johnny activity. That means your ass is worried and you hope you didn't wait too long to keep the woman. If you feel like that about a woman, you don't need to try this. This ain't for everybody, man. This is for a man who don't care at all about losing a woman, bro. At all. The fifth stage is, how you gonna treat me different now? I thought we were blah blah. I thought we had something. I thought we were building something. I thought you told me that you really like me and blah, blah, blah. You told me I got good head on my shoulder. She go to running down the list of things that you told her. Some of the things you ain't even tell her. She just assumed you felt that way, man. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have just told her something to gas her up or stroke her feminine ego a little bit in order to get her to respond in a particular way to something that you wanted her to do. You never know why you said it or what you said. Because the thing is, she remember what you said about it. You don't. So she'll throw that at you, trying. Well, how you gonna treat me different now? You call me this, and you say blah blah blah, and I got used to talking to you, and how you gonna take that away from me? You just low down. You don't care about nobody but yourself, which is true. And you selfish, which is true. You don't care nothing about my feelings, which is true. But she wants you to respond to those things. She wants you to respond to those things, and as a man, as an alpha man, you just can't respond to it, bro. You can't. You have no intention on responding to her because you don't talk to her anymore. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk to her anymore. And listen, the way I'm running this down, it sounds like game, but it's not game. I'm just telling you the responses that you can hope to have. These are just the responses you can hope to have. Now, sixth one is denial. Now, denial is the one that gonna get you if you're a sucker. If you really, really like the woman and you don't want to lose her, which I don't understand why any man would even have that mindset about you don't want to lose a woman. You can't lose a woman. Same way you can't own a woman. You can only own a woman in her mind. You can't technically own a woman. Her mind has to buy into your ownership. If her mind doesn't buy into your ownership, you could think you own whatever you want to own. The very moment her mind stop buying into your ownership, she gone. So when I talk about owning a woman, man, I be talking about owning her thoughts, owning her mind. You know what I'm saying? You got to own the investment of her mind, her mental investment, her emotional investment. You have to own that, but you can only own that if she believes and understands that you own it. The very moment you switch up and go beta, man, you out of there. So denial. You can't leave me alone. You know you can't leave me alone. Especially if she got that work. You know what I'm saying? If she got that work under her skirt, man, oh man, she gonna tell you for sure you can't leave her alone. And if you're a sucker and you soft and you sweet on the broad, then yeah, man, you gonna go for that. And you gonna end up calling her back, bro. You gonna end up thinking about the loss that you can't even take. You can't leave me alone. I don't know why you playing with yourself. She gonna try to run she try to spit what you spit at her on you. You know what I'm saying? I meet a woman, man, I tell her, look here, shot, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you now, if you're going to ride with me, you might well get in full speed, just go full speed ahead, because the more you fight it, the more you're going to get caught up, baby. It's like a spider web. You're like a flying spider web. First, ain't that caught but one leg. Then you keep wiggling, trying to get away, both legs caught. Before you know it, both arms caught. Then your head caught, and all you can do is move your eyes from side to side. Then all you can do is move your eye from side to side like this. Then you're stuck. You can't go nowhere. The seventh thing is you treat me like I'm one of these hoes, the guilt tripping now. You treat me like I'm one of these hoes. I am not one of these hoes. I am not some little side chick. I am not some little jump off. I am not none of that. I am a quality woman. I am a queen. Then she goes, now she's trying to convince herself that there's no way you could be doing this to her because she's trying to convince herself she's above this treatment. But what she don't understand is not treatment. It is a positive interaction for a man to let a woman know I'm not going to deal with what you're doing. So I'm going to put some space between us by not telling her, but by doing it. Women respond to actions. And let me tell you something also. If you're a man that's easily influenced by women, never tell her what your plan is because she's going to talk you out of it. There's a 50-50 chance she's going to talk you out of it, man. You know what I'm saying? 50-50 chance she gonna talk you out of it if you soft on women and you accept women's influence on the things that you want to do, man. Some of these things can't be done by every man. I'm the one that's gonna tell you this. Everybody can't do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you that any man can do this, because any man can't do this. If you still get emotional with every woman you meet, man, if you be catching feelings for women, man, within a month, 2 months, man, you can't do this. You can't put a woman on ice if you done caught feelings for it. You can't withstand it. Especially if you start feeling like, you know, if it's let you put the woman on ice and she don't reach out for you. Because some women respond like this. Some women, you put them on ice, they don't even realize they on ice until they ain't talked to you for 2 or 3 days. So if you put a woman on ice and you call her the next day, you just blew the whole chance. What you doing ain't even working. And if you do it like that, then I know you told her you finna put on ice. And you know what happens when you tell a woman you finna put on ice? You're in your emotions, because it ain't nothing to tell her. It ain't nothing to tell her. You got the rules set for how y'all gonna do. You ain't gotta sit down and open your mouth and talk to her, bro, about everything you playing, man. She just gonna have to go with the flow anyway. If you put on ice, what she gonna do? Talk to you while she on ice? Nah. If you tell her, if you let her know something ain't working for you, what she gonna do? Keep trying to force it on you? Nah, man. You control with action, man. You ain't got no time, man, to be trying to have no verbal relay with no woman, man, about what you want to do in your life. This is your life. She's just a part of it. Unless you to move in with her or something, now you're a part of her life. The number 8 emotional phase is, I don't want you anyway. You ain't all that, nigga. I don't want you anyway. You think I can't find another man like you? You think I can't find another man like you? Now we on into 9. 8 is, I don't want you anyway. You ain't all that. Then she turn around at 9 and then say, you are all that, but I can find another man like you anyway. You think I can't find another alpha? You think I can't find another quality man? You think I can't find another man to lead me? You think I can't find another man to submit to? You think I can't find none of that? I can find that anywhere. In your mind, you saying, be my guest, because you ain't responding to her. Nothing she says is going to get a response from you, because you're not doing this for punishment. You're not doing it for punishment. Now, if you're listening to these things, then if you hear something you don't like, add another day. Go from 5 days to 6 days. Go to 7 days. Hell, go to 10 days. Nigga, I done put a woman on ice for 5 months before. Eventually, she fell back. And there was no attempt to communicate. But she came back around because, man, listen, bro. When you become the most alpha version of yourself, you ain't even got to be me. You ain't got to be nobody else. But when you become the most alpha version of yourself, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be the most alpha man or woman has ever met. So after phase 9, I can find another alpha. You ain't the only alpha out here. I've been meeting alphas my whole life. I can find another alpha. Alphas are everywhere. Alphas come a dime a dozen. Now she's trying to diminish the value of your alpha energy. Now, that's the last straw. If that don't get you, she know that's the last thing. If that don't get you right there, if that don't get you, let me tell you something. Can anybody guess what the 10th phase is? Can anybody guess? Anybody put in the chat? Let's take a few minutes right here, and anybody put in the chat what the last phase of her emotional response to being put on ice is. I know somebody gonna get it, man. All the alpha brothers in here. What's the 10th phase? Let's go through the other 9. Innocence, I ain't do nothing. Manipulation, accusation, you trying to manipulate me with this. I can get any man I want. I got men chasing me all day. Number 4, I don't care if you don't call me. I got other things to do. I'm a busy woman. Number 5, how you gonna treat me different now? Well, all the time I put into this and I've been blah, blah, blah. Number 6, denial. You can't leave me alone. You just playing game. This game right here. You trying to be a player. Number 7, you treat me like one of these bras. Number 8, I don't want you anyway. Number 9, I could find another alpha. Alphas everywhere. And number 10, Daddy, please talk to me. I need you. YZF hit it. I'm talking about verbatim. Like, those are the words that I get the majority of the time. Daddy, please call me. I can fix it. I'm sorry. Whatever I need to do, just tell me what I need to do. Whatever it is, it don't matter what it is, I'll do it. So everybody pretty much got it, man. Everybody got it. Those are the emotional phases that a woman goes through when you properly put her on ice, man. And it don't take long. Listen, bro, all these phases can happen over a 2-day period. They can happen over a 1-day period. If she really keyed into you, bro, It can happen over a 1 day period. She can go through all 10 phases in 1 day. And you know what you do? Keep on ice. She should have spread those out over the next 5 to 7 days, because that's the very least she gonna get. And this is the thing. Let me tell y'all something about this, man. That's where you separate the alphas from the betas. Because a lot of men can't do that. A lot of men can't ice a woman like that, man, for that period of time. It takes a lot of icing, man. You got to have a well made up mind to ice a woman for that long, brothers. You got to have a well made up mind to ice a woman for that long. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta absolutely not be emotionally attached to the woman. Because if you're emotionally attached to a woman, man, you ice her for a month, it's gonna do damage to you too.